Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today on your soul connection and no contact or separation. So this one is called Haunted by Your Memory. So maybe something went down between you and this individual, and there was a challenge that created your separation, maybe some hurt feelings, etc. And so we're going to really dive into that. So we're going to do some of the reading here on this channel, and then we're going to take things into the extended reading. So what we're going to go on through over here is we're going to see what went down from their perspective versus your perspective. Then we're going to take a look and see how do they feel towards you now? How are they seeing you? We're going to also look into how are they being haunted by you and your memory currently. On the extended, we're going to see what karma have they received. We're also going to look at what do they wish they would have said to you or done differently back in the past. We're also going to see how are they feeling your ghostly energy in the sheets, if you know what I mean, and what do they plan on doing about everything moving forward in the future. So if this sounds like something you guys want to listen to, definitely stay tuned, and I will put all the links to the decks that I'm using here today, as well as this orgonite here, which is called Fire in My Soul, created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. So let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. We're going to take a look and see what is the story with what went down from their perspective, okay? So this deck right here is called the Forever Autumn Oracle by the Spiritual Sagittarius. Okay, so what is the energy for your person that you're watching this video for? What do they see went down from their perspective? Okay, what went down from their perspective? Let's look at this. Okay, so we have werewolf. Immediately what I'm getting here with this werewolf energy is, first of all, when you guys first came together, there may have been a very animalistic nature to your connection. It could have been like it really drove them crazy, as in they were wild, they were untamed, they felt like they could just basically let go and just be themselves and get really wild with you. So I'm getting here this deck, very passionate, sensual vibe, if you know what I mean, connected to this person when they think about you and the situation. But what I'm getting here is that it may have happened very quickly, like things may have transpired very quickly between the two of you, very hot and heavy at first, and then something may have happened, kind of like the werewolf transforms, but then kind of, goes back into human form. So it's like something may have shifted, like they were a certain way with you, but then they kind of shape shifted into a different person at some point as well. So that is what I'm getting here from your person. Now this deck, it may not be available for sale just yet, but it should be in a couple of days when I post this video. This is my revised edition of the Twin Flame Journey Oracle. And it's pretty much the same deck, but it is different artwork as well as keywords, additional keywords to the original words. So anyways, just want to let you guys know that. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what went down from this person's perspective, or what was their experience with you from their perspective. Okay, so we have metamorphosis, change, transformation, and shift. So that's interesting. Shape, shift, and shift. So something dramatically, I feel, changed and shift when you came into this person's life. Like they felt your energy. They felt your vibe. They felt something change within them. And it might have been like something woke up in them, like a fever. You put a fever inside of me. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. And it's funny because that's a song from Halsey called Haunting. You put a fever inside me and I've been cold since you left. Or it's vice versa. But that's just kind of what I'm seeing. Like you gave this person this fire, this passion, this fuel. Their inner beast came out with you. But maybe with that inner beast, they may have misused that energy as well. But I feel like you changed this person in some way. You brought some sort of transformation to their life. And that's how I feel like the werewolf is also an animal transformation. Okay, so this deck is called the Urban Tarot. We have the Five of Cups. Ooh, Five of Cups. Okay, something happened here. Like a real bummer vibe. Some sort of sadness and disappointment with the Five of Cups. Sometimes I do see with the Five of Cups, third party energy. You know, two people try to get involved with one another, but then there are too many people in the situation. It doesn't have to be romantic people either. This could be family members, friends, coworkers. This person could have been very heavily influenced by, you know, the people in their lives, because I originally got the message that this person was with you a certain way, but then during the day or when they shifted to another kind of part of themselves, they were different with other people. And I feel like who they authentically were, who they authentically are, is who they were with you. But for some reason, maybe they could not embrace that part of themselves. Maybe they were ashamed. Maybe they were taught that it was wrong to be that way. So I feel like you brought some sort of like major shift. And if they did something here, discarded you, broke things off with you, etc., I feel like it really bummed this person out. It was a disappointment. There was a sadness here with letting you go. There was a sadness with ending things with the two of you. So it may have hurt this person more than you actually realized, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more energy. Voodoo doll. Ooh, okay. Control, manipulation, revenge. So when we think of a voodoo doll, we definitely think about somebody that wants to seek revenge, somebody who's very angry with someone, So they could have done something to hurt you, manipulate you, and maybe now, but remember, this is how they saw things. They may have seen you as somebody that would try to take revenge on them because they disappointed you, they hurt you in some sort of way. There could have also been these other people, though, is what I'm seeing here. I'm getting a group of people. Somebody else may have been out to get you, against you. Maybe you didn't know it, but it's like someone was controlling this person, and I'm not using that as an excuse at all, but there could have been someone around this individual in the past that didn't want them with you for whatever reason. Maybe they wanted them all for themselves, and so they did a lot of things to try to manipulate this person and control this person by either making up lies about you or saying something about you, talking in this person's ear like, you need to do this, you need to do that, and so this person may have changed their mind when it came to you in this connection after a period of time. Muse. Okay, so there could have been a very creative energy here, like a creative person. They could have felt like they were really inspired by you. So it says inspiring, creative, and stimulating. They could have seen you as a muse. They could have seen you as somebody that brought beauty and light into their life. But I feel like there was someone else around them, or there was this other side of this person that would not let them be happy. Very interesting. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, we have the Prince of Cups. So this right here is the King of Cups in this deck. It says the filmmaker. So the filmmaker is somebody who's artistic and creative. So this person could have been in the creative arts, whatever that was. That was their occupation, or they had some sort of career that they wanted to pursue in the arts, is what I'm seeing with that filmmaker. But to me, this is also about being on stage. Not being real, not being authentic, putting on a performance for people. And I just feel like at that time, this person, instead of being open about what they truly wanted with you, it's like they had to put on a performance for other people in their lives. And so they pulled away from this connection with you, even though when the two of you spent time together, it was like this beautiful world and this very passionate energy here that you guys had. But they pulled away from that. They focused on other things. Maybe they felt like they had to focus on their career, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I'm definitely getting this influence of other people, or this dark side of this person that really feels ashamed. And so they may have done some things to you that really hurt you, or just really sabotage this situation. Okay, so let's see what else. Interesting. Signs. Warning, caution, hazard. Okay, again, I am getting a story where there was someone around them that was trying to get them to do things. They were either cautioning them or saying, are you sure you want to do this? And so this person was really influenced and decided to go in another direction, which was off you in this connection. Yeah, I feel like they saw you as somebody that was a great companion, somebody that, like you guys met and they felt that spark. They felt something special with you. And it could have even been that if this was not the influence of other people, it just could have been their own shadow and their own ego, their own dark side that basically says, I'm not ready for this. This is too much. This is too deep. I can't do this. I can't fit this in my life right now, or I just can't go that deep. I feel like this person could go, they could go real deep in their career or in what they were trying to pursue, or when it came to other people, but for some reason, a very deep heart-to-heart, love connection, it's like they were having a difficult time with that for whatever reason. It's almost like their fears caused them to sabotage this or walk away from this. They may have even warned you as well, is what I'm getting to. They may have said things to you such as, this is just the way that I am. I'm really complicated. I'm not that good at commitment. So they could have said certain things to you, but yet they still continue to spend time with you. And that might be very difficult to understand. And you might have even been upset, like, well, why did you take me down this road? Why did you introduce me to your family and friends? Why did you spend all this time with me if you didn't want those things? So there could be some kind of confusing messages that this person was putting out to you. So you just kind of rolled with it because that's what they were giving you. But we do have the 10 of Wands here, and that's oppression. This is like this person's very oppressed. We have a prisoner here, like the prisoner of their own thoughts, prisoner of their own circumstances, what they allow themselves to be shackled by. And I feel like the influence of other people, family or friends, had a huge influence on what this person did. But even if that's not the story, I just feel like this person has a lot of crap within themselves and they're still a prisoner to their shadow. They're still a prisoner to their issues, their traumas, their ego. And this caused them, regardless as if they saw you as a soulmate, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they were too oppressed to be able to really open up their heart space to you when it came to this connection. So I don't know if that sounds familiar to you guys, but that is what we have. Let's take a look and see what went down from your perspective with this individual. We have mummy, ancient burial or preservation. I don't know why I can't talk. Okay, interesting. Mummy. You may have felt a very familiar vibe with this person when you first came together with them. I know it says mummy, but I'm getting mommy. You may have felt like this person had a lot of mommy issues, or you felt like you wanted to take care of this person and really nurture this person. I'm also getting too ancient, meaning you felt a familiar vibe. You felt like you knew this person. So you could have had this instantaneous soul connection, kind of like, gosh, I feel like I've known this person my whole life. I just feel very comfortable with them, or I feel very connected to them, even though I just met them. There's that energy. So it's kind of like from lifetimes ago, like past life energy here. Of course, being bandaged up, though, could have been an indication of being wounded by this individual, just feeling really wounded. But now we have fear, nightmare, haunted, anxiety. Okay, so I feel like this person may have brought up your worst fears. It may have turned into a complete and total nightmare for you. Maybe the anxiety or the memories could have haunted you for a very long time. So it's like we're doing this reading on, your person being haunted by your memory, but I'm getting here that you're probably still haunted by this person's memory. So we're definitely going to take a look and see how they're feeling in the same way. Okay, so we have art. This is the temperance energy. I feel like you and this person had some sort of creative connection Okay, maybe you wrote songs together, played music together, created art together, were in the same kind of industry where, you know, you're being creative in some way. But yeah, that muse energy and now this energy. The Temperance card are 2 cups. And the angel is tempering the energy back and forth. So I feel like you saw this individual as someone that you felt a very calm energy with them. But there's also something about it where you looked at it as maybe it wasn't the right time. Like, had it been a different time in either your life or their life, maybe it would have worked, right? And I feel like you really wanted to preserve this connection. You really wanted to kind of, you know, keep it moving, keep it going. But maybe you felt like you needed to pull back from this person because you started to sense their anxiety, their fears, their egos, their crap, their things that they were, you know, like kind of oppressing. You started to feel that energy. I also feel like maybe you felt like you could save this person as well. You could save them from their nightmares. You can save them from their fears, right? You can make things better for them, like a mommy. And that may have backfired. You may have done a lot for this person only for them to discard you or hurt you anyways. And that might have been very, very, very traumatic for you. Okay, I feel like you definitely were very intoxicated by this person. It was very mystical and powerful. Like, you almost felt like you were drinking love potion number 9. So yeah, you fell hard for this person. And I mean, they had the soulmate energy on their end as well. So I mean, they felt something very powerful with you too. But I feel like you felt it just, you knew what it was. Like you felt like, wow, this is something I've never felt before. And I feel like you leaned into it actually. And even though it might have scared you and it felt, you know, it felt like, oh my gosh, like what's going to happen here? I do feel like you drank from this cup. It was presented to you and you drank from it. Yeah, it awakened you spiritually. We have rising, activation, and revival. So you had a spiritual awakening when you first came together with this individual. And it may have inspired great things in you since you've known them. So even if you parted ways, obviously whatever has happened here, it's almost like you've had your spiritual awakening because of this person. You may have gotten in touch with your creative side. You may have just completely changed as a person just for the better because of this situation or connection with this individual. So that's very cool. And then we have the 5 of Swords. But yeah, there was definitely some sort of defeating energy here where it was unfair. Something was unnecessary is what I'm seeing here. It was unnecessary that someone said something that they did or they did something and you found out about it and you were just like, wow, really? Like you really didn't have to go to these lengths, or you really just could have let me go sooner. Why were you cruel? You know, but the 5s to me, you guys, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, not so much the 5 of Pentacles, but the 5s do indicate other people's energies to me, other people that were involved in this defeating situation, other people that were responsible for the demise of this connection. And this person did allow it, unfortunately, or they were just too weak to do anything about it. And it really created a lot of issues and problems here. All right, let's get one last set. We have Cauldron, Alchemy, Healing, and Preparation. Okay, I feel like what this ultimately did is it pushed you into a healing pattern within yourself. Whatever wounds that you had, whatever fears were awakened within you, you became all about, healing. You prepared yourself basically for, I feel, the inevitable. It's almost like you knew that this was ending. You knew that this person was probably doing something. You knew you were going to get hurt, but you opened yourself up to it anyways. And I just feel like that makes you a stronger person than this person was, actually. You put yourself on the line. Now we have summer, June, July, August. So that could be very significant when you really did a lot of your healing, or when things really came together for you, when you saw the light at the end of the tunnel, when you started feeling a little bit better after the separation with this person. So that season could be very significant. Whoa. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, that's where you step back into your power. So I don't know, it just says June, July, and August. You step back into your power. Things became better. You felt happier. You felt lighter. You felt like you were residing in your power. You felt like you didn't lose everything. Because I feel like at some point you probably absolutely lost your shit and lost yourself in this pain or what went down in this situation. But I feel like you regained your strength and you started to feel a lot more positive in the summer months. And that's when you started to feel more powerful. So let's now take a look and see, how do they see you now? Okay. How does this person see you currently? Okay, so this is Motives by Fire Witch Tarot. We have After You. Interesting. Feel like this might be a special message for somebody, especially if you don't know it. This person may have tried to come after you. They may have tried to find you or call you. Maybe you blocked them. Maybe you changed your number. Maybe you moved. So I just feel that after you, this person experienced a lot of things. That's what I'm getting here. After you, they experienced a lot of things. So they see you as someone that has some sort of influence on everything that happened to them after you. This is the key of, what is it? The Magick of You Oracle cards. Continue with the source. I'm sorry, commune with the source. Oh, okay. I feel like when you came into this person's life, they felt this like communal energy with you, this connection. It felt very high vibrational. So I just feel that after you, this person was very influenced with finding themselves, with soul searching. So you had a huge impact on this person. And I feel like they see you as somebody very significant in their journey. This is the Tarot de la Nuit. Very spiritual quest with the Hierophant. Okay. Taurus energy. This is all about what we value, our belief systems, our spiritual path, our spiritual growth, how we act. Do we act with integrity? Are we being honest? What do we truly value? How are we being loyal? So what I'm seeing, you guys, is that you had a huge impact on this person. So after you, they went through some major shifts, major transformation, and you're actually the source of that for them. So you had a huge influence and impact on the way that they were after you guys were basically done and went your separate ways. So they see you as somebody very significant on their spiritual journey. And we have a problem. So maybe a problem came up. Maybe there was some reason why they couldn't contact you. Okay. Or that they can't contact you now. Okay, you became a mirror to this person. You really, like, they see something in them. They see their problems and their issues by what they experienced with you. So I feel like your person right now is in deep reflection about what went down in your connection and what their part was in it, kind of like taking responsibility. Yeah, so I feel like you hollowed out their heart, but there's something in their heart that they're mirroring back to you. So they know that there's a problem. They know they effed up. They know that they feel the emptiness. They feel the hollowness is what I'm seeing here. So if you're feeling this, you guys, this person is mirroring that energy. Oh yeah, Three of Swords. Look at this. We have two cards that show wounds in the heart. Wow, this person is wounded. This person feels pain, and it's a problem for them. Like, it's not going to just go away. It's not something that just goes away. It's not something that just because you're out of sight that you're out of mind. No. This person actually carries this pain with them more than you actually know. So it's a problem for them. This emptiness, this hollowness in their heart is a problem for them. Even now, today. Doesn't matter how long ago this is still a problem for them. And we have manipulative, and it could have been because of their manipulative ways, or it could even be attributed to other people that were trying to manipulate them back then. Snakes. Feeling loved and proud. I feel like they were actually proud to have you in their life. They felt love from you, but they manipulated you and they hurt you anyways, or they allowed themselves to be manipulated. So I do feel like the way that they feel towards you now is they feel a lot of regret over that. They're much different now. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is somebody who knows their value. This is someone who has achieved things in the material world. They feel a lot more stable. I feel like this person was probably very busy trying to figure out themselves, find themselves in the world, the coin and the way that things looked, the material world, superficial crap. That could have been very important to this person at this time, but I feel like they have found their coin. They've figured it out, and they realize that feeling loved is actually more important to them than feeling like at the top of this, like these achievements and these rewards of the material. So they may have sold out. They may have sold out and gave up this love that they experienced with you, is what I'm seeing here. And now that they're either older and more mature, or they have gotten those things, they realize that that's not really what makes them happy. That's not really what the key or the answer is to life. So I do feel like this person, in a way, is trying to figure out how they could come back, how they could change things, how they can try to, sway you back into their lives. And that's, I feel like, why that manipulative energy is there. Like, they know they're very charming. They might be very good looking. And so they might feel like, maybe they need to use that in order to gain your trust, or just to kind of get back into your good graces. So this person definitely feels this very magnetic energy and feels love. And they also might be really proud of you. So if you're on social media or you've done really well for yourself in the physical world, it's like they're really proud of you as well. That's how they're seeing you and feeling it towards you. Let's see how they are being haunted by your memory. Okay. How are they being haunted by your memory? This right here is called the Shadow Healing Cards. Okay. So how are they being haunted by your memory? Well, we have anger. It could be that something angers them. They're really angry with themselves. Or maybe they made you angry and so they feel like you hate them now. So that feels like a curse to them. We also have head all over the place. I just got spooked. They feel like they're all over the place. They feel like it's very difficult for them to regulate what they're feeling or what they're thinking towards you. So I'm seeing here that they definitely feel this energy here. They feel this energy where it's difficult for them. It's definitely difficult for them. So yeah, let's go ahead and get a tarot card. Let me grab the tarot deck that I want to use here. Sorry, I have so many decks, it's really difficult for me to see what the heck I'm doing here. All right, here we go. Okay. Midnight. So especially at night, when it is quiet, when they're all alone, probably in their bed at night, this is indicating to me that your person is feeling really haunted by your memories. Like, they wake up in the middle of the night, they could be having some sort of dreams about you, and they can't go back to sleep. It puts their head in this all over place state. It may even, like, they have dreams and they wake up and they feel angry or upset because they don't like the outcome of the two of you at this particular time. So this is called the Macabre Tarot. Terror of Crystals. Okay, so this right here is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so to me, she looks like a dominatrix. So this dominatrix has some sort of power and control. She dominates this person's mind. So this person, I do feel like they feel a little bit angry because it's like they can't just discard this memory. They can't just get rid of this energy. It's with them either all the time or it's just with them a lot. And it puts their head in a space that they don't like. Okay? But I'm also seeing that they see you as someone who is in control now. Will you forgive them? Especially if you're angry, it's kind of like the ball is in your court now. And that makes them feel, and so we've got this time here, it makes them feel all over the place, like, will you forgive them? Will they ever hear from you again? Will there ever be a time that you guys can try to reconcile this? So that seems to be the energy so far. And then, of course, the Page of Pentacles is a physical offering coming through with the physical message. And so I do feel like also they're angry at themselves because they wish that they just had the courage to just pick up the phone and frickin' call you. And I feel like sometimes they actually do feel like, yes, I'm going to do this. But then they start psyching themselves out and they start doubting it and saying, you know what? No, look at her. She's like eating. I don't even know what the heck that is. Like, I'm going to chew you and spit you out. What song is that? I'm going to chew you and spit you out. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh my God. That's it. She's a man-eater. So that song, there could be something in there for you, but this person feels like you're going to chew them up and spit them out. And that angers them because no one has that kind of control over this person, but you do. So you haunt them in this way, you guys. So there's obviously more, but anyways, we're at the 30-minute mark, so we're going to stop it there, and we're going to now head on over into the extended reading where we're going to go a little bit more into this. We're going to go into what karma have they received, what do they wish that they would have said or done with you differently, how are they feeling your ghostly energy in the sheets, and what do they plan to do about everything. So anyways, you guys, if you're interested, meet me over there by the link in the description box down below. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.